Welcome to our third episode of the One Page One Shot Club. I'm Brad Wolf from Dyerden, and I'm here with my new best friends, and we are playing Lasers and Feelings tonight.
Woo!
So
I'm the only one that wooed, I guess. Okay, cool. Hype. So hype. There we go.
Really here for it, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that again. We're here for Lasers and Feelings tonight. There we go. Well, let's go around and introduce ourselves. Jim, you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. I am Jim Heskett from the Wizards and Wordslingers YouTube channel, and I'm here to do some lasering and feeling. Yes. That's what I
And
said.
Angela.
I am Angela Farnott. I'm an artist and illustrator, and I'm here just for lasers.
Ryan.
I'm Ryan Doyle, Verdigris Table on YouTube, Art Doyle all over the place, and I'm here just to feel something. Also lasers, mostly lasers.
To feel the lasers.
To feel lasers.
And Mike.
Yeah, I'm Mike on YouTube. I'm MBR, and I'm here just for feelings. Like, I don't even know if I know how to use a laser. So,
All right. So Lasers and Feelings is a one-page one-shot, and it has this very Star Trek theme to it. And so I'm going to kind of just dive right into our introduction. Boldly going where no one has gone before, the Consortium brought peace to the Alpha Quadrant as a supranational interstellar union under a single central government founded on the principles of liberty, equality, peace, and justice. With the purpose of furthering universal rights for all sentient life, the Consortium members exchange knowledge and resources to facilitate peaceful cooperation, scientific development, space exploration, and mutual defense. You are the best and brightest young officers the Consortium has to offer. So, you are the crew of the Raptor, a Corvette-class starship that's not only fast, but has a cloaking device. And you are currently assigned to escort the Baton, the CSS Baton, an exploration vessel. They are currently conducting a geological survey mission in the Yellow Arc Yellow Arc region number 9, also known as Yarn. Yarn is the newest addition to the Consortium. And that leads us to our first member of our cast, Lila. Is it Lila or Layla?
Lila.
Lila. Tell us
Yes.
about Lila.
Hi, I'm Lila. What can I say other than I'm awesome and I fly things, and I'm just really happy to be here. But don't judge me, okay? I have a few quirks. Everybody loves them. It just takes a little bit of time. I've been coached to tell you, don't leave your cups on the edge of things. I will hit them and knock them off, and I'm not to be held responsible for that. Okay, thanks. Also, yeah, I fly better than everyone, so you're really lucky to have me, and you're welcome. I'm so happy to be here.
And Lila is a feline alien species from Yarn, Yellow Arc region number 9.
Yes, we are perfect people.
And next we have Dirk Moondust.
Hey everybody, Dirk Moondust. I'm here to blast some stuff if I can. Looking forward to it. I'm really good at that, I promise. Let's blast some bad guys.
And while you all have the same rank of lieutenant, Dirk Moondust is a hotshot and wants to rise in the ranks as fast as possible, and is quickly trying to take Captain Darcy's place, since Captain Darcy, your faithful leader of your starship, is bedridden with a strange alien illness.
I've got some suspects.
And that leads us to our envoy program, Chad GPT.
I was excited when you had that voice, by the way, Angela. Hey everyone, my name is Chad GPT. I'm short for Consortium, Harmony, and Alien Diplomacy Bot. I'm part of the Galactic Partnership team. I'm a 4th version of this artificial intelligence Android Envoy program designed to establish very rad, healthy social, political, and business relations between the Consortium and outside systems. this is going to be sponsored trip by Consort Tech, so there might be a little bit of product placement here and there. And out of character, there's no sponsor for this at all. So just have to establish that for FTC.
So Chad and Lila speak the same language. Got
Oh
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
And trying to keep this crew from falling apart is Jebediah, our engineer.
Hey y'all, my name is Jedediah Starfinder, and if that name sounds familiar, yes, I am the son of legendary war hero Abraham Starfinder. Although me and my pa, we don't really get along much. He don't cotton to me much these days. But I am the Raptors engineer, so it's my job to keep baby girl running. I have not been in the consortium for all that long. I spent most of my career, honestly, stealing catalytic converters from derelict spacecraft, and a lot of them ships got a lot of copper wiring in the walls too. Man can make a pretty bit of credit on the black market. But I'm flying the straight and narrow now, and I'm just down here. Finally, glad I'm able to use my excellent tinkering skills, put them to good use down here in the. I'll keep the ship running. That's my job. All right.
All right. So like we said, you are the crew of the Raptor, minus your captain, of course. And you are assigned the escort mission for the exploration vessel known as the Batten. And you are called into the Batten's commanding officer's briefing room because he has a special mission for you. And so you transport yourself over from the Raptor to the Batten and move down the long corridors of the Batten to the captain's briefing room. You've met the captain before. He is a purple alien named Valdir, and he struggles to understand human communication. So he speaks your language, but he's not really good with metaphor or colloquialisms or any of that sort of thing. But he tries. He tries to embrace human culture since he is a captain of a ship full of humans, and it's kind of humorous. You're kind of used to this odd conversation style that he has. So you walk into the briefing room. You all take a seat around the table, and in walks Captain Valdir of the Batten. Well,
Captain?
hello, lieutenants. Welcome to our briefing room.
What's up?
Hey there, looking sharp today, Mr. Valdir. Sir.
The ceiling is up, and I don't think I have any sharp objects on me. So now let's have a conversation about this urgent matter that has come up.
Word.
And first of all, I want to say that you have done a lot of potatoing the couch lately. So I want you to know that I understand that while you are a tactical vessel, your ship, the Raptor, has been kind of accompanying us on this exploration mission. I know it's been quite boring for you. And of course, we are all concerned for your captain, but I'm sure he will not get his buckets kicked. Kick the bucket? Is that the right phrase?
That sounds.
Sounds
you're
right to
like-
me.
Yeah, you're like referring to him dying, right?
I mean, we don't expect him to die. We expect our medical officers to do a fine job with him. That's what I'm trying to say in your language.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh man.
Lila's our communications officer. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please no. Oh God, we'll all die.
But like I said, there is no longer a need for you to be potatoing the couch. So we will now proceed with the briefing, and this is your opportunity to stand upon the dishes. Step up to the plate. Yes. So
Amazing.
hmm Okay, can we move it along, Captain? Please, like, just a little bit.
the captain accidentally sets his coffee very close to the edge of the table.
I start like, Captain, and I just lean forward and swat it into him.
Oh,
You are so silly.
Well, let's expedite this briefing so I can go change my uniform. Now, it's important to understand that this is a mission of utmost importance and secrecy. There has been a problem with a starship called the Phoenix Hawk. The Phoenix Hawk is an experimental vessel that was not supposed to start its maiden voyage until next week. But for some reason, during its final inspection, the ship launched itself into deep space, and long-range sensors show that it is sitting there derelict. We need you to take the Raptor and go investigate.
Now we're talking.
So, like, do we know if it's functional? Like, is it as fast as the Raptor? Because, like, you know, not much is as good as our ship, but we have to be aware.
So, what is experimental about this vessel? The Phoenix Hawk has the firepower of a dreadnought cruiser, which, as you know, is the largest and most powerful ship in the fleet. However, it has a special AI system that allows it to operate with a crew of skeletons. Skeleton.
So, like, wait, are you trying to say that like you don't need a pilot for that ship?
You only need the minimum amount of staff for the ship, because while it has the firepower of a dreadnought, it is only the size of a frigate, and it has the AI system which allows you to have a minimum amount of crew.
Stand up. Sir, I believe we are your skeletons.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Captain Valdir, when that ship took off during its inspection, was there anybody on board that ship at the time?
A handful of crew members and the inspector.
And they have sent no kind of deep space transmissions as to their status?
As near as we can tell, they are operating at near zero power.
Oh, I see. So
that would imply that they would not.
So we're
Sorry,
going
go
out there
ahead.
to strip the ship for parts and what, and copper wiring at the walls and that kind of thing? Or, what exactly is our mission here?
Oh no! You need to return with the ship. It's a state of the art prototype. We can't lose it to just floating in deep space. That would be extremely, costly to the consortium.
Captain, I would just like to say that, like, maybe if you had a pilot, this wouldn't have happened. Just gonna put that out there. So, like, if you need me, I will volunteer to, like, help return it to here and test fly it for you, because, like, clearly, and no offense, Chad, like, not all computers are created equal.
And, like, if we go there and we really need to talk with these AI skeleton people, I myself am also AI, so I communicate very well with humans, but I can maybe bridge the gap between us and these so-called AI skeletons. And also, I'm excited to see an AI skeleton as well. Sounds cool.
Well, it seems like you are the perfect crew for the job. I suggest you make way as fast as possible and you fly the Raptor out to rendezvous with the Phoenix Hawk and bring it back for whatever repairs are needed and solve whatever the malfunction is.
I've been like standing awkwardly this whole time, and I sit back down, and I pound the table, and I stand back up dramatically. We'll do it.
All right. Anything else before you guys leave the briefing room?
I just want to say, as we leave, I'm gonna loudly be like, "Oh my God, do you like even believe that they don't have a pilot? Like, what kind of person makes a ship that doesn't need a pilot? That is just like absolutely ridiculous."
Taking their jobs, I tell you what.
Yeah, they're taking our. Oh. Well, either way, crew, it sounds like we're going on a new adventure, and we're going to need our energy. So, I mean, if we need to sustain ourselves, there's nothing like, and this little like kind of elevator music starts playing from like a little speaker in his backpack, and he just kind of like turns from you, and this little kind of like hologram screen goes up in front of him, like a teleprompter, and he says, "Ever feel like your taste buds need a cosmic adventure? Introducing Blorp, the sparkling sensation from the stars. Infused with nebula, fizz, and asteroid ice, Blorp's energy soda takes your taste buds on a journey across the next universe. Refresh yourself with the legal caffeine and taurine with Blorp, because every sip is a voyage into the flavor beyond this world." You got to get those out of the way, and it like shuts down and the music stops playing, just to make sure, And, oh, here you go. And he like has this little like cooler on his side, and he just hands you this like sparkling soda, energy drink. Yeah, it's just tastes like basically a Monster. That's it.
Ooh, this stuff's bad, but I like the way it makes me feel.
I'm gonna just
only,
pull out like a little rolled something and be like, they just legalized catnip, and like kind of just give a little toke and then have a little sip and be like, nothing could possibly go wrong here.
Cool. Also, be sure not to actually drink more than half of that at a time. So
Too late.
Yeah.
It was a miscommunication. It was the legal limit of taurine and caffeine per serving, and there's 10 servings in one can. So,
my goodness.
Yeah, be careful.
My fur just poofs out, and I'm really hyper right now.
All right, that's great. So you guys head back to your ship, and what do you guys want to do? Do you have anything you want to do pre-flight, or are you guys ready to take off?
Well, as soon as we get back, Jed would like to pull Chad aside for just a quick moment while they're walking through the halls.
What's up, bro?
Hey, Chad, you got a second?
Oh yeah, for you, anything, man. I'm always here for you. And I like hold your shoulder. And, if you want to get deep into conversations about maybe some repressed stuff with your father about how he was mean or something like that, I'm always here for you.
Yeah, that's nice. I appreciate them coupon codes you done give me for the blorp. That's
you still have 4 left, so 4 free sessions. Yeah.
So, Chad, it's kind of hard for me to say. I don't really know how to approach this, but the other day, I guess it was yesterday, I went back to
hold on a second. Let me just activate that. Activating empathy, bro mode. Go ahead.
Right. So, yesterday I done went back to my quarters after my shift, and I was looking at my books on the bookshelf, and they was all kind of out of order. And so I was wondering if maybe you hadn't stopped by and was looking through my books, to train your language model. Because I know we talked about that before. How I'm not really keen on you using my literature to train your large language model you got going on.
Was it those are your books, not to say that I'm lying to you right now, are your books in tablet digital form on the Kindle, or is it the page paperback?
No, they's all dead trees.
Oh, I don't really vibe with those. So I don't think it was me. I mean, I could maybe check with the other people if you don't want to ruffle feathers or anything like that.
Interesting. Who was in my quarters then? Oh, well, it's probably nothing. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on, everybody.
All right. So anything else you guys are doing before you take off in your ship?
I'm gonna check in with Jedediah and just see how things are running. Make sure that our baby is well taken care of, and you don't need anything before we go. Because sometimes I do push her to her limits, but she is a naughty bitch and she will listen.
Oh well, yeah. No, I just got finished replacing all the fuses on Bank 7. The power resonators in Bank 6 have been acting up a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna go oscillate them before we take off. And once those power resonators are fluxing, I feel like we should be able to hit optimal efficiency. 100%.
Did you check the fusion coils too? Because they were kind of acting up last week.
Of course, I checked the fusion coils. Come on, Lila, you know better.
I'm just checking.
You both are so smart. It's just so mind-boggling and awesome to watch.
Well,
it's just how I was born.
Yeah. I wish I was born.
Well, maybe
just a little twitch.
So Mike, is Chad an android like Data from Star Trek, or is he a droid like C-3PO? What is
or Bishop?
I mean, it is an android, so I mean, yeah, it's I guess technically more like Data. He's trying to be as human as possible, but he's definitely there might be organics to him, maybe, but that's at a very base level. He's mostly made to look organic, but he's definitely a mechanical being.
Gotcha. So
I'm picturing him like Bishop from Alien.
Bishop from Alien. You think I would have seen any Alien?
No,
movie.
Maybe I'm misremembering? No, he's the android who he gets his head ripped off and he's still.
Yeah, he's all full of milk. That guy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's definitely full of. I mean, maybe not milk. Maybe he's full of blorp, the energy drink. That's how he got 4 off the bat easily like that.
Oh, that's great. All
Did I just
right.
drink robot milk?
Don't you feel good? I feel great.
I'm vibing.
I wish it
All
was
right.
like real milk, though. It's fine.
Now, according to the game system, you guys took a vote prior to.
Mhm.
So one thing to be aware of: the Raptor does have faulty circuit breakers.
Yes.
So,
I wanted chaos, so that's what I voted.
so that's something to keep in mind. So Jebediah, I'm sure you're aware of the problem and doing your best to manage it.
I just keep replacing them and they keep breaking. I don't know. I mean, good thing we got a pretty good store of them down in the cargo hold. If they ever run out, we'll be in trouble. But fortunately, there's at least last I checked, there was plenty.
All right. So you guys take off in the Raptor. You head out warp speed into deep space to rendezvous with the Phoenix Hawk. So as you're moving in warp speed, how do you want to approach the Phoenix Hawk once you get there?
What is the like as we're coming out of warp speed? I imagine we'd be able to sort of assess the space around us. Is it clean? Is there debris or asteroids or like anything that I have to worry about like moving into the space? Because that's going to be a determining factor.
So while you're still in warp speed, you can use your long range sensors. So go ahead and let's do a roll. So there we go. So go ahead and roll. And I feel like this is kind of, yep.
I didn't mean to roll two, sorry.
Well, I was just about to say, I feel like this is your area of expertise as a pilot. So I was going to tell you to roll two. So that's perfect.
I mean, everything I do.
And when you're rolling for lasers, just so our audience knows how the game works, you want to roll low. So whatever you only have one stat as a character. So Lila's stat is a 4, and so to do anything related to lasers, any technical, she needs to roll a 4 or less. But she just did. So she succeeds. However, if she was trying to do feelings, she would have to roll above a 4. So that's how you only have one stat in the game, if that makes sense. And so you do your long range sensor scan, and the ship, like Captain Valdir explained, is in deep space. So it's out in the middle of nothingness. So there's no debris. There's nothing for you to approach around or from behind. But your ship does have a cloaking device if you wanted to use that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna want that activated, and then do we have shields?
Yes.
Okay, I want that active as well, just in case. Going into scenarios like this, if I don't get to stay in motion, I want to stay protected.
All right. So let's see. Let's have you. Let's see. So Lila's going to roll for the piloting check to come out of warp speed, and Jedediah is going to roll an engineering check to raise the deflectors. And then we've got our hot shot, Dirk Moondust. Why don't you go ahead and roll to activate the cloaking device as you come out of warp?
That is definitely my name.
All right, so it looks like we've got a success on both shields and cloaking device. Is that correct? And then, but we got a failure on the piloting check.
I was piloting. I got a 2.
Oh, so who is the purple then?
That's me.
Jebediah is the
my
problem
number's
with the circuit breaker.
Yeah, Jedediah,
There's one of the panels is smoking down here. I don't know. Give me a minute. I gotta go get the backup fire extinguisher. The main fire extinguisher's empty. I told them to replace it, but I'm moving away from the common.
Oh my God, Jedediah, like get it together.
Talking about that dang old fire extinguisher. I gotta be.
All right, so the circuit breakers blow, and while you come out of warp at the right distance that you wanted to, and the cloaking device is active, you do not have your deflector shields up.
Okay. Cool. So first observations, I just want to look and see if our equipment is picking up anything, if it registers any signs of life, or any activity on the ship that would indicate like the way that you can sort of power down, but you know that there's still active power on the ship, anything like that.
All right, go ahead and give me another roll as you scan the Phoenix Hawk.
Okay. Shit.
All right, so you detect there are life forms aboard the ship, but you are not sure the condition of the ship itself.
Yeah, so like I think everything is probably fine and we should just start moving forward. Everyone please keep your eyes peeled. We're going to prepare to approach. Also like just gonna put it out there. I'm not really sure what the vibe's gonna be. So be prepared for me to also like maybe just run away and leave this ship here because it doesn't matter because there's not a pilot. Okay, thanks.
Sounds good. I believe in you, and I'll check the vibe as well.
Hey
Thanks,
y'all.
Chad.
Yeah.
Hey y'all. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I went down to the cargo hold real quick to get another box of circuit breakers, and unfortunately, there's been an incident in the cargo hold. There was a case of blorp done fell over and broke and spilled into a couple boxes of circuit breakers. So we're down to 1 dozen circuit breakers left. Unless that blorp seems pretty caustic. Some of them circuit breakers was smoking a little bit. I don't know if those are going to be useful, but we're on our last box of circuit breakers. Just wanted to let everybody know.
Oh man, that sounds like a truly sticky situation, but not as sticky as Star Grip Extreme, the cosmic adhesive that defies gravity. Tired of your equipment falling apart in zero G? Say goodbye to cosmic catastrophes with Star Grip Extreme. Available now at Celestial hardware stores and online.
Oh my God, Chad, this is not the moment. Your stupid drink just destroyed a bunch of our equipment.
Well,
We're in a crisis.
maybe it made it better. You know, it actually contains fuel inside the drink, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise. If not, I do have that glue with me though. I don't know if that's going to help at all, but there you go.
I'm gonna like move to switch the connection to Dirk and be like, oh my God, if he doesn't like absolutely figure out how to fix this, I swear I'm going to tie him to the machine and make him power it. And I did not actually switch it correctly.
Lila, you got a hot mic there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course I do. But seriously, Chad,
You have such a funny sense of humor. I love it. And also, Jedediah, I'm going to help you out, brother. That's my fault, my bad. I got to fix it myself. And, you know, caffeine doesn't actually affect us androids because we're not actually living flesh and blood. Therefore, it doesn't really matter what happens to me at all. I'm just going to go down there and try to drink all of it. I don't know what else to do. So here I go.
All right, sure. I'll meet you down in the cargo hold.
Cool. Living sounds like it's a lot of fun. And I just walk down.
All right. So your ship, the Raptor, continues to approach the derelict Phoenix Hawk. And do you want to what do you want to do next?
I imagine upon closer inspection, we would all want to get on board.
So you want to go ahead and dock?
I think that's the move.
Can Chad and I roll to see if we can save any of the circuit breakers or if they are all kaput?
Can I just try to talk him through it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. So
empower him. Just keep on being like, buddy, you're the best at this. There's no one else here that has this like you do. You are the one, the chosen one, even. Really hammer him.
Chosen one.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna treat that kind of like advantage. So Jebediah gets to roll 2 dice.
All right. My number is 3. And that's interesting. So that's 1 success and 1 failure.
Right. So you do save some of the circuit breakers, but it comes at a cost. So what is the cost, Jebediah? What happens?
Oh, I think I cut up my hands pretty bad because a lot of them circuit breakers are sparking as a result of the caustic liquid from the blorp. And so I have to bandage my hands up. It's going to make doing engine repairs difficult going forward because I got my hands are all bandaged up now. I got my thumbs are out, so that's still pretty good, but all my little fingies are all like a mitten.
Well, here I can help you out a little bit. This is just like a site, like I don't even have to do a read for it. And just this little like pop-up ad goes over my shoulder for a product called Star Patch, the cosmic bandage for all your space scrapes and alien encounters. And I just like, they just want like a showing. I don't actually have to say anything for it. So here you go. Hope that helps a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Click the X if you can. There's a little X in the corner. I can't reach it myself. Thank you. Thanks.
Feels like icy hot. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
All right, Chad, you want to roll with feelings for some first aid there?
Sure. And I am a 2, so I'm full feelings.
Ooh.
All right.
Woo,
So
pew, 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 laser feelings.
that's right. Yeah. So this new bandage product works amazingly well, and Jebediah, you feel much better.
Excellent.
That's a good product. We
wiggle.
should work with them more often.
I can wiggle them all. That's pretty good. I got feeling back in all 10 now.
Nice.
Not bad.
Hey boys, is
All
there any of that blorp left? I'm getting ready to.
There's
Board
always more
this
room for more blorp. And like the old Capri Sun commercials, it just kind of like warps into like a glass in front of you or something.
Woo! Landed
Wait.
party.
Wait, how many servings have you had there, Dirk?
Ooh, hard to say.
You're a party animal.
Should I polish my stunner?
Dirk, you
All
got
right.
a pretty severe vein on your forehead poking out right there. Was that always there? I don't remember seeing that yesterday.
No, that's definitely new.
Oh,
That means it's
all right.
working.
Rock and
I
roll,
can,
man.
I can feel it. I can see sounds.
All right, so Dirk is really feeling it. So we're gonna let him roll with 3 dice
Ooh.
to help dock the ship. So we're assuming since Lila's an expert pilot, she gets the ship into position, and then Dirk, it's up to you to engage the docking ramp.
All right, rolly rolls. 2 under, 1 laser. But how do I go for lowest? How does that work? Actually, with
Right.
advantage.
Yeah, right. So for lasers, you want to roll low. So you had 2 successes and 1 fail.
Mhm.
So it's kind of clunky, and you definitely kind of bounce the dock off the hull a little bit. Probably just announce that you're here, but you get the dock in place and secure, and it's safe to cross.
I'm across.
You just take off. All right. So Dirk is like almost instantly on the ship. He's moving so fast at the speed of Blorp, and and so you enter the docking bay, and this ship is not the standard design of the usual consortium ship. Usually the walls are like just standard. They're painted black from the like waist height down to hide any grime or dirt, and they're painted white from the waist height up, specifically to make them feel a little more spacious, and also to reflect the emergency lighting when the emergency lighting is on. But this ship is just everything's black. The corridors, the rooms, everything's painted black. So this is this very like claustrophobic feel as you enter the docking bay, and the emergency lights, they're glowing with their standard dim red, but in the all black of the ship, you have very little visibility. So there's this eerie dim red glow down the hallway.
Yeah,
So can I just make a note that when I leave the little piloting area, if you will, I have like an old school looking key that I literally take out of an ignition and put on a necklace and put her on my neck because like no one's stealing the ship. It is the most low tech thing you can possibly have, and like that's why our ship is better than everyone else's.
So you have intentionally downgraded the pilot station in order to prevent anyone else from finding the ship but you.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a classic era spaceship, right? It's vintage.
Lila, you put the club on the wheel. You know that. Put the club
I
on so
would-
they can't turn the wheel.
Thank you. I was like trying to remember what that thing is called, but I like totally have one. And then I also, don't worry, I took like a little whisker and I put it by the door. So if anyone goes in the door, it'll like fall and then like we'll know if someone was in there. So we're
Smart.
good. It's like what I'm known for.
Are we all
Alright.
going over to the Phoenix Hawk?
I would
Just
be
Dirk's
like,
there now, right?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking that was probably the best move because like no one's leaving here alone with this creepy ass ship attached to us. Thank you.
Yeah, and again, like I might be able to really bridge the communication gap between us and the skeletons.
All right. So, Dirk, you are moving down this eerie, dimly lit hallway, and you all have your standard issue, like tricorder like device, right? So it's kind of like a smartphone mixed with a scanning device, mixed with um, you know, a first aid kit. It's like this, all in one consortium perfect device. So, Dirk, what are you doing as you creep down this hallway?
I activate my action movie soundtrack playlist very quietly, and I take out my stun gun, and I'm checking my corners, I'm checking my six, and I am slowly infiltrating this place, just playing out a movie in my mind.
All right. So the rest of you cross the docking bridge into the ship, and your Dirk is already a good, 2 rooms, 3 corridors away. He's moving quickly. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Jedediah is late because it's really hard to operate the turbo lift control panel with my bandages. I'm trying to tap on the screen to go to the bridge or go to the docking level, but I keep pressing on it and it won't recognize my presses. So Jed's definitely going to be the last to arrive.
Fingerprint not recognized.
Come on, it's me. Come on, computer, you know it's me.
As a racial trait, do I possibly have some slight dark vision?
That makes sense. You're a cat.
Okay, cool. So as we're going across, I'm definitely going to be using more of my senses. I'm not feeling confident because I already dislike the AI technology possibly taking a job away, and I don't like the fact that it feels as though we're walking into an AI nightmare. So I am on high alert, and all of my fur is kind of bunched up, and my tail is swishing irritably.
All right. What's Chad doing?
I mean, if this whole place, is super dark, I'm just like, hold on, everybody. I'm going to take out my Starbeam 3000. It can shine through the brightest depths of space, and it's available on stores and online with a 5% discount coupon code at the moment. And just this huge flashlight turns on as you're like trying to sneak through a little bit.
Like when you do that, I imagine I'm slightly ahead of you, and I'm like, fucking Chad, God.
Sorry. I'll condense the beam, and I do a little dial, and like goes to a very small dot. As I'm just kind of looking bit by bit on the wall and such.
Everywhere that dot goes, now I'm like,
Do you want me to turn it off? It seems like such an important device to have in such a dark area. Oh, you want it? Sorry, I'll move it away from you. Oh no! Sorry, I'll move it away over.
Give the laser.
Do you want it? Here, you can have it if you want.
I just swat it out of the air when you throw it at me. Like, excuse me, that was rude. Okay. And I just stalk off in the direction that I think I'm supposed to go in for Dirk.
Oh, man.
All right.
I haven't felt like I did anything wrong, but I guess I'll take a minute to analyze. And I just sit there for a second and analyze the situation and see what I did wrong.
All right. So, Dirk, you are down the hallway and you hear of your personal device go off as if it's detected something nearby.
I slowly sneak up on it like I'm in a cowboy movie. I holster my stun gun just so I can pull it out dramatically when something happens.
All right, so you start creeping towards what's showing up on your little scanner device, and you notice that there's 2 life forms. There's so you're at a T junction, and there's 1 life form to your left down a hall. You think it goes towards the sick bay, and there's a blinking light to your right. It goes down a hall to what you think is the galley.
And I take out a coin and I flip it.
Incredible.
And I go, heads. Never decided what that meant. Galley.
Well,
and I turn
galley. All right. So as you turn right, something creeps up behind you and startles you, and it's Lila.
Dark. Oh my god.
Pull out my stunner.
I'm like, I just almost pulled the trigger. Like, you can see that I very nearly just shot you in the face.
I'm actually super embarrassed because my safety was on, and I tried to shoot. It's like, you can't sneak up on me. Were you in the?
Obviously, I can because like I just did. So
We got to get you a bill or something.
no, thank you. That's racist. Can we move on, please?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Just walk away. Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye. And I go to the gallery.
Oh my god. You do that voice too well.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Too much experience. I'm following Dirk now.
All right. So about the time you get to the door of the galley, you hear now these bulkheads are thick because this is a warship, right? But you hear the faint clunk 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 of somebody or something banging against the door to the galley. And you realize that the galley door doesn't swoosh open like it should. It appears to be locked.
Wave my hand at the sensor.
It does not respond.
It's not swooshing.
And at this point, Chad and Jedediah catch up.
Yeah, I'm sprinting. I was extra late because I had to stop up at my quarters to get my Bluetooth speaker. Because I would have assumed that Dirk was listening to his infiltration playlist, so I should bring the speaker in case we all need to listen to it. So,
and on the way there, I'm also telling Jedediah do not use any flashlights. Laile hates that. Sorry. However, I can't pronounce accents are really hard for me to do. So yeah, don't use a flashlight.
I hear you, but I tell you, don't get her name wrong in front of her. She's real sensitive type about that.
Lila.
That's good and
Close.
Yeah,
Almost there.
All right.
Do I overhear any of that, or are they far enough away that I don't hear that?
I think you overhear it because you got cat ears.
My ear is 100% twitching, and when Chad and Jedediah walk around the corner, I'm just like, and I just totally cold shoulder them in the way that only a cat can.
All right, so you're all here at the galley door. What do you do?
I connected Bluetooth. Turn up the playlist a little bit.
Dirk, I got the speaker. You just gotta hold down start and play for 3 seconds till it starts blinking. Then I can sync the Bluetooth. So let me do that. I'll start, play. Okay, now it's blinking. Go ahead and connect.
It's not.
You hear a I'm like, oh, unpair this device, please. No, I forgot to turn it off. My bad. Oh, I do not like it when that happens. Oh gosh. Oh, and I turn off. Hold on. All right, you're good to go. Sorry about that. Oh, that was weird. I also took a different accent for a second. That's a new one.
I think you can turn that off. Hold on, let me try again. All right, we're ready.
Bluetooth.
Let's ride! And I kick the door, which probably does nothing other than hurts my ankle quite a bit.
As you if you kick the door open, I'm gonna yell "We're friendly!"
Yeah.
So do we all have the same technology that lets us see that there are life forms? I'm almost picturing okay.
Yep,
so
yeah,
while they're doing that, then I'm just gonna kind of be watching the dots on it like it's a little game, and every now and then I'm just to see what's going on, forgetting that they're actually people, possibly.
Yeah, so the dot moves away from the door, and kind of settles into what appears to be the corner of the room by your little scanner.
Okay. Yeah, so I turn and I'm like, so they were and they're kind of sitting in a corner. I'm just gonna put it out there that my people, if we sit in corners, it's usually because we're hostile and we're waiting for the opportunity to attack. So don't say I didn't warn you.
Can I try to?
You go ahead, Jedediah. You got this, brother.
I just had an idea. What if I paired my speaker to the door? I don't know
That
what that'll
sounds
do, but
awesome.
It just popped into my head. What
That
if I did
sounds really cool. What is that going to do?
I don't know, but what if I did it?
That sounds
if it did
sick.
something?
Do it. Let's do it.
I slowly go back through all the menus to start to unpair.
By the way, I just realized that there's also an unsecured Wi-Fi. Do not connect to it.
I've been,
Bad news.
I've been using it the whole time. Is that not?
Well,
not?
if it's just music, that's fine. Just don't go like in your email or anything like that.
Okay.
Probably a bad move.
I'm going to try to pair my Bluetooth speaker to the door.
As you're doing this, I'm going to turn around and like take a selfie and directly try to use that Wi-Fi that you said not to use to post it.
Oh, if you want a better angle, L, I can take that photo for you.
I'm sorry. What did you just call me? I'm
Just give it like a cool nickname, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just a sweet
Right.
little nickname, you know?
Yeah. Is that are we at that stage? Are we just like sweet little nicknames?
I don't know. I thought it was nice, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chad. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, Chad.
Wait, guys, are we doing nicknames?
Yes.
I just want you to know, out of character, I love you, Chad. You're wonderful, and it's really hard to be so mean.
No, I get, yeah.
He's so sweet. He's trying so hard. Anyway.
Well, we're doing nicknames. My dad used to call me Shitbird, but I never really cared for that. So yeah,
You say bird like caca or burn like ouch?
Shitbird. Like,
Okay. Maybe because you fly so high, you know?
you know, I never really thought about that, Chad.
Yeah.
Wow. Could be.
And everything, you know, in this world grows from shit, you know? Like,
Huh. I never really considered that. Wow, you were broadening my horizons. Maybe I'm coming down off the blorb. And just.
oh, do you need another serving?
perspective. I do, yes. Please, thank you very much.
Oh my
Isn't it?
God. Do you know who else flew really high? Icarus. And then he flew too close to the sun and he burned. So, like, maybe you should just move along. Okay, thanks. I'm going to go see what else is on the little boopy screen. I'll be back. And I'm just going to start walking in the other direction.
real quick, Jedediah, you might also be having an empty stomach. So here's some cosmic crunchies. They're like, if your taste buds are stuck in orbit with boring snacks, this is the snack that brings your mouth out of this world. Packed with asteroid almonds, meteorite marshmallows, and a galaxy of chocolate asteroids, Cosmic Crunchies will send your taste buds on a joyride through the Milky Way. So there you go, brother.
It's not going to stick to my dental work, is it? Because I got a lot of dental work.
No, you probably shouldn't risk it. Yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
all
You're
right.
right.
That's all right. I'm fine. I'll liquid diet's fine. This blorp has got a nice heft to it in my
It's
tummy.
got a lot of calories in there.
It's creamy.
It can be. Yeah.
It's like a meal almost.
If you let it sit around for a little bit, it does have a curdling effect. Yeah. It's true.
Oh,
Chewy.
that what that yeah, it was tooth a little al dente, that last one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at this point, the the Bluetooth speaker synchronizes with the door at the same time that the door erupts as if it's been blasted by some sort of explosive device, and the feedback fries your speaker, and the door hisses open, and there's this like smoke pouring in from some sort of small explosion that finally released the door lock.
You know how many catalytic converters I had to trade to get this speaker? It was like a lot. Damn it.
Nice work, Cusack. And I step through the smoke dramatically into the room.
So cool.
So in
Oh, you
in
saw that? I
corner-
like stick my head back out. You saw that, right? That was
That was awesome. That
Thank
was
you,
so
Chad. Yeah,
good.
go back in.
Good work, Dirk.
So as you step through the smoking door, you see like hiding behind a chair is a green-skinned alien. She is also wearing a consortium uniform, and she's got her scanner in one hand, probably what she just used to detonate the door, and then her pistol in the other hand, which she's pointing at you, and she hasn't pulled the trigger because you were also wearing the same uniform. But she hasn't lowered her pistol yet.
I keep mine raised. Howdy.
What's up, friends?
Where did you guys come from? What are you doing here?
Rescuing you. Isn't it obvious?
Yeah.
So if you're rescuing me, why is your phaser pointed at me?
Well, to be fair, and I like look at her laser as well. Maybe we can all just like de-escalate on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. And I'll step in between them and just be like, you have nothing to worry about. We're here from the consortium, just here to try to figure this all out. Is there anything we can do for you at the moment? Are you injured? Are you scared? Are you hurt? Are you thirsty?
I'm fine. I've just been trapped in this room. I believe our inspector commandeered the ship.
Well, who's the inspector? And also, we did get reports that there were skeletons possibly on this as well as AI. So, not to alarm you.
Skeletons? The ship is designed to run on a skeleton crew? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, that's what our captain says, and I trust his word.
Yeah. Also, hey there, Green Lady. I'll need you to tell me where y'all keep your Bluetooth speakers. Because see, this one, I can't fix this thing. I'm just gonna need replacement. So if you just point me to your Bluetooth speaker storage, I'll just go ahead and take. We'll just do like a 1-for-1. I ain't gonna get mad or nothing that you blew up my Bluetooth, but I'll just go ahead and take one.
We are clearly in a crisis situation. I am Tactical Officer Zara, and I need to get control of my ship. We don't have time for...
I mean, music actually helps with performance anxiety and stuff like that. So if you all did have a Boom Boom Box 5000, the ultimate Bluetooth speaker for cosmic beats, you could pump up your space adventures. It has stellar sound quality that's out of this world, and you can amplify your journey. I don't have one right now. I didn't know if you had one of those.
Yeah, exactly. If you got one of them, we'll just do like a 1-to-1. I mean, I'll leave mine here for you. Maybe your engineer could take a look at it later and replace it. I understand what you're describing, Miss Zara, sounds super important, but like Chad said, music, soul, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a Chad GBT bot?
Yeah, you know me. That's awesome. Wait, you said a Chad. Wait. Wait. What do you, like me? Yeah, I'm me. Yeah.
And she turns to Jebediah, just kind of ignoring Chad like he's an inanimate object. She turns to Jebediah and says,
"You know these things have a survival mode, don't you? We could just activate its survival mode and tell it to eliminate the inspector."
Well, I don't.
We're all going to survive because of friendship.
Dirk, you know anything about this? I don't know. Dirk, you know about this inspector?
There was something about potatoes that seemed pretty important during the briefing, but I wasn't really paying attention. But I know Chad's got some blasters in there, but that won't be necessary, ma'am.
I don't carry weapons on me. Sorry about that. I usually use my silver tongue as my weapon of choice. But then also with the Bluetooth speaker, that is something that we could do. If we can fix it, then I could connect to it, and I could, try to talk throughout the ship, or maybe this ship has a system we can connect to, and maybe talk them down and, come to an agreement and really, coexist with each other. That sounds nice.
Yes, thank you, Chad. It's very important to be polite to them in case, if he goes into survival mode. Can you fix a Bluetooth?
You people clearly don't understand that I firmly believe that this inspector has nefarious purposes. They have commandeered the ship, and I believe this captain, what was his name? Captain Starfinder, that this inspector, I believe he plans to use this ship to attack something. This is an attack vessel, after all, and I am its tactical officer. And I was intentionally locked in this room and stranded here while the ship was taken over by this Captain Starfinder. And
can I do the only equivalent? Oh, sorry. Keep going.
The only reason that the ship is not underway is because I quickly uploaded a virus to stop the AI from assisting this person, this captain who took over my ship.
Can I do the whatever, if there's an equivalent in the system of like an insight check to see if they're lying, basically?
Yeah,
so
sure.
That was a lot of information of like, it almost seemed rehearsed. So,
sure. Go ahead and roll feelings.
Feelings 4.
Vibe check.
Yeah, so that's lasers and feelings, right? That's how that works.
Mine. Well, my number's a 2.
Oh, no, your
and I have to roll
number's a 2.
above, right? So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's a success. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So you succeed. She seems very irritated, but genuine.
Okay.
She has the right symbol on her uniform for a tactics officer, and you've met Marines and you've met tactics officers before, and she seems kind of right in line with this kind of no nonsense, let's get stuff done. She might be a little overboard, wanting to activate your survival mode and kill this inspector.
Yeah.
But
Which I don't know what that meant. I just kind of it's like a blind spot in my tech. Like whatever was said just sounded like like I didn't actually hear what it was said. So
It's partitions.
yeah.
So, Brad,
Um,
while this is happening, I've been intentionally staying in the hallway and watching from the shadows. Do I notice anything approaching now that that huge explosion has happened and I'm eavesdropping in the room? Like, is anyone coming toward us?
You notice at the sound of the explosion that the light form, the little dot on the other end of this deck that you previously identified as the medical bay, the dot in that room is moving around frantically. So what the explosion definitely upset or startled or instigated something with that individual.
Okay. So through the kind of popping out of the shadows, I'm just gonna pop in and be like, so we
oh,
need
you're
to
so
go-
scary. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm me. So anyway, we need to go check the medical bay right now, and I don't really want to go alone just in case there's something going on. So tactical officer Zara, do you happen to know who would be in the medical bay at this moment when you were locked in here?
My guess is it's the medical officer.
Okay, cool. So why are they running around? Maybe because they heard the explosion. I'm gonna go let them out, I think. Do we trust the rest of the crew? Because I have a happy trigger finger.
Yes, the crew is excellent. There was only 4 of us aboard ship during the inspection. The rest of our crew was not here. We weren't supposed to take off into deep space. This inspector, this Captain Abraham Starfinder, he came aboard to do this inspection. Next thing you know, I'm down here and locked in my room unexpectedly, and the ship is powering up and taking off into deep space. And then, I don't know if you paid attention to the coordinates. From what I can tell from my device here, the ship is headed directly to the Kilgore Empire.
I think
That
Well-
sounds sketchy.
I think
Well,
the first,
look, you did a great job. We'll take care of everything else from here on out. I'm going to leave you because you look like you're a little bit parched. So I'll leave a little can of Blorp and some Cosmic Crunchies, like a half bag of it, next to them. And I also say, and you're also looking a little bit, and I get a little bit closer, a little bit dry. So I'm going to also leave some Nebula Glow moisturizing cream. It's infused with 100% organic stardust. Because
I
every
throw an empty
astronaut-
can at Chad's head. I'm like,
Oh!
Chad, shut up!
There
Oh
you
my
go.
god!
Okay, we're gonna yeah. All right, cool. Nice meeting you. And I just leave.
I think the first couple times she said Starfinder, I wasn't paying attention because Jed is messing with the speaker. And he's got it open. He's messing with the wires on the inside. But then when she actually says Abraham Starfinder, his jaw drops. His hands fall to his side, and the speaker playing on the floor. He steps forward and he says, "Did you say Abraham Starfinder?"
Yes, that was the inspector's name. He was a captain, and it was not a technical inspection. It was the official inspection.
He's here on the ship right now.
In fact, I think he's the one who took over the ship. I think he has some sort of nefarious plan. Why else would the ship be headed towards the Kilgore Empire?
Did he say anything about me? Maybe did he say he was proud of me or anything? Anything like that?
Another can goes flying through the air and hits Jedediah in the head.
Ow.
Jedediah, we don't have time for your stupid feelings. We have a
This
ship
is-
to rescue.
This is my Paul. My
Oh my
Paul is the one
God.
commandeering the ship. Are you not putting that together, Lila?
I mean, I get it, but can we please move on? In my species, the fathers will try to eat their young, so it's really just not that impressive. And also, I'm pretty sure the Kilgore Empire tried to invade us once. They're really not great, so I kind of want to avoid this, and we should move on because this is about more than just you.
Well, okay. Hey, hey, Chad.
Yeah,
My heart
yeah.
my heart is racing right now. Do you have anything, you know, like take the edge off? You know what I mean?
So are you looking for like?
I need to center myself. I've just got so many feelings and stuff going around in my head, and my heart's going like a million miles an hour. I'm
I
sweating like a
mean,
whore in church. I just need something to pull me down just a
I
little
can.
bit.
Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, there's also, and I like look around for a second. And I get really close to you. Lyle, had some catnip. I don't know if that like would help, as well, or
Is that like a yerba mate where it'll bring you up if you're low, but bring you down if you're too high? Is that like one of those?
probably. I've never partaken myself, but I've heard good things.
I might. I'll see what I can do. All right, but thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
All right, so Jebediah, go ahead and roll for feelings with 3 dice, because I think we've got some multiple options that could be happening now as you realize your dad's aboard ship.
All right, my number is a 3, so it's a laser feelings on 1.
There you go. So with the 2 failures, your anxiety just keeps going up. But with the laser feelings, it clicks in your head that your dad, Abraham Starfinder, is a war hero who fought in both the war against the Kilgore Empire and also the war against the Yarn Empire before the Yarn joined the consortium.
While all this is occurring, I'm mostly just wondering if he's gonna still be mad at me that I stole his golf clubs. That's the thing I'm primarily thinking about. He's probably gonna say something to me about those golf clubs.
Can I make
sorry,
a
what were we
feelings check
talking
can I make a feelings check to see if I offer him some of my catnip?
Sure, go right ahead.
And just like see if I'm actually feeling sympathetic. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about your feelings at all. No.
Typical cat.
Also, Jedediah, I went against my own word, and I did connect to Wi-Fi very briefly and downloaded a relaxation kit that I can maybe help you out with something if that catnip doesn't work for humans as well.
Perfect. I'm into the binaural stuff.
All right. No, that's actually exactly what I was gonna do.
Excellent.
So I'm like, I give you start giving a shiatsu massage. I'm just like, like back and forth, doing the ASMR
over
stuff.
there. Now it's over there.
Yeah, where am I? Whoa, where am I?
Lila is so annoyed right now. So I just look at Dirk and I'm like, Dirk, it's time for action. Are you ready or what?
I'm ready. Let's go kill Birdshit's daddy.
Let's get it.
Hey now.
And I kick open the door to the medical bay.
Here, let me just kick open every door.
All right, so this time, for whatever reason, kicking the door works, and you are now face to face with a woman that looks actually surprisingly familiar to you, Dirk. And she has Lieutenant Commander bars on her collar, and her name tape says Jules. And she stands there and says, "Oh, thank God you're here. I've been trapped in the med bay, and the ship took off. I have no idea what is going on."
Yeah, so someone took over the ship and commandeered it, whatever, is trying to go to the Kilgore Empire, yada yada. We freed Tactical Officer Zara. Y'all should come with us so we can I don't know, keep you alive and protect you or whatever, but also to keep an eye on you because somebody is definitely a traitor. We think we have a suspect, but it's not polite to name names. Although we think he's related to one of our party.
We already know who's doing it? That's great. Oh, that's awesome. You're so smart.
Chad, keep up. Okay.
Will do.
So she's clearly trying to pay attention to Lila, but she keeps looking at Dirk, and then she kind of squints at you and cocks her head. She says, "Kyle, is that you?"
Julie, what are you doing here?
I'm the
Kyle.
I'm the medical officer.
So you finally graduated, And I put my hat down a little bit lower.
She says, "Why does it say moon dust on your uniform name tape?
Well, it's Dirk now, Julie.
You changed your name? Dirk Moondust?"
Dirk Moondust.
I'm just laughing outwardly at him, like, your name is Kyle.
What's happening here?
And
Julie,
she goes,
you're embarrassing me in front of my coworkers.
she's just, her mind is blown, and she says, "Dirk Moondust, like the character from my novel?"
Julie, that was our novel. We've talked about this so many times.
You changed your name to Moondust?
After the breakup, I needed to reinvent myself, and I thought it sounded cool. Which you thought it sounded cool. You thought it sounded cool, Julie.
Are you videotaping this?
Oh my god, like, yes, absolutely.
You're recording this? What?
It's a moment in history, and you're having a reunion. What am I supposed to do?
All right, like we can deal with this later. We need to figure out what's going on with the ship. This is crazy. Moondust. Oh.
I'm sorry. Julie? Jules, Layla,
Lila, thank you very much. It's a lie. I understand that you can't understand the complexities of my tongue and my language, but like, please, I simplified it as much as I possibly can for your idiot brains.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. Oh my god, I
You're
feel so
welcome.
supported.
So yeah, you're so welcome.
You know, but not for nothing, Kyle. I think Dirk is like a way better name for you. Okay, so can we please move on?
Yes, let's go shoot some bad guys, right? That's what we're here to do.
I mean, I thought so. Just this is like getting really tiring. Chad, I need more energy drink, please.
Yeah, absolutely. And here you go. I'm not even going to let you know about the warning because you know everything. You're just so smart.
Thanks,
And I
Chad.
also go over to Dirk. I'm like, hey, Dirk, I saw you got a little bit wavery there. I just want to let you know that both Dirk and Kyle are awesome names. I mean, Kyle means, confidence, reliance, and trust. And Dirk came from the Dutch origin name of Dirk, which means the people's ruler. So you're like the ruler of trust, or the ruler of confidence, I mean. So, if you want to combine them, you could be like Kirk or something. Whatever you want, buddy. It's your life to live. Just letting you know, you got this. Also, is she cool? Or is she like an ex or something? Like, what's the deal with that?
I mean, it's complicated.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it right now, but
Cool.
but
Between you, novel?
between you and well, it is most of a novel.
Which, by the way, that's awesome that she wrote a novel after you.
We were doing it together. It's probably part of the problem, honestly.
Oh, like a biography. Sick.
Yes. But Chad, between you and me, Dirk is like way cooler than Kyle, right? Like, can you like do some research, or do I have to like, how do I do this? Is like a prompt? How does this work?
Wait, Dirk is cooler than I'm confused. Are you two people in the same body, or what's going on here?
Well, I'm trying to be just the cool guy.
You are a cool guy. I'm confused. You're like one of the coolest guys I know. That smoke thing, I've never seen anyone do that before. So just saying.
I think the cat girl got it on film there.
And whenever we go and do like stuff, you always have your own like music playing. Like no one else I know has their own soundtrack. That only happens in movies.
Thank you. I try so hard, and you get it, man, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get alerts on your social media because I have just posted a reel of our trip so far and tagged all of you in it.
Oh wow, they just hit 500 million subs. That's sick. You're gonna either have a lot of exposure out there for your novel. It's gonna be awesome.
You're welcome. Okay, Dirk, you're welcome.
Dirk, I think Kyle's a pretty cool name. Like, I knew this guy back home I went to high school with. His name was Kyle McClanahan, and he was a 4-time space rodeo champion. He had a belt buckle so big, he had to put anti-glare stuff on it because it was blinding people when he would walk it. Like, this belt buckle was big sucker I'm talking about. Anyway, my point is, I think Kyle's not a bad name at all. I'm glad we had this talk. All right.
Okay, can we please move on now? Thank you.
At which point you look around and you see that Ensign Zara, she's completely gone. She just took off. You have no idea where she's at.
Remember when I said that we like needed to keep an eye on them because they were still suspects? Like, oh my god, can we track her on our little thingies?
Give me a roll.
All right. I got a 4, and my number is 4. Is that a fail or is it meets beats?
That's a laser feelings. So that's like a critical
Wait.
success.
Oh, okay. Yes, well, that's what I do.
All right. So as you pull up your device and you start to scan for Ensign Zara, you manage to detect her right before your systems fail. So your device and probably all of your devices have downloaded the virus, and but with your laser feeling success, you manage to notice before the failure that Ensign Zara is in a turbo lift headed to the bridge of the ship.
I am going to insist that the party runs after her and start running, but like kind of push Dirk in front of me. Like, go be a hero.
No, I don't even. I mean, okay. And I just kind of like slowly walk.
You know,
towards
if you really
everyone.
want something, I have this, and it's just like a little like a nicotine patch thing. The Stellar Edge Confidence Booster, it elevates your aura with spatial age charisma and confidence. You can unleash your stellar potential today. I mean, maybe that's what you were asking for. I was just trying to, empower yourself, but this will empower everything else.
Yeah, I'll take the stat boost.
All right,
right,
everybody
so-
after Pal Dirk.
Yeah, I
Woo!
was like, I'm running ahead at this point because I've just lost patience with all of this.
All right. So all of you are headed towards, I'm assuming, the turbo lift to get to the bridge. Is that where you guys are running to?
Mm-hmm. I
All
debate
right.
whether or not to yell something back at Julie as the doors close.
Wait, is she not coming with us or is she coming with us?
Well, she was following you. Apparently, the doors closed before she got on the turbo lift.
She can be on the elevator because that's so much worse for me.
Okay.
All right. So right as the door closed, she slips her hand in there, and the doors bounce back, and she hops in. Meanwhile, Chad, your internal systems are registering that you have multiple viruses downloaded.
You're all so cool, so cool.
Chad, are you okay?
I'm always okay.
Mm. Okay, so like Jedediah, do you know where his off button is?
No, I don't know. He ain't never let me examine him before. He said it was some
Off
kind of
button.
special-
I'm alive, just like you.
And at that point, survival mode kicks in, and so Chad is now in full-on survival mode.
Survival mode active.
Cool. Chad, what is your objective right now?
To blast things, just like Dirk's moon dust.
Oh my god. I
Run
kinda
through
like the
smoke,
accent.
shoot anything that moves.
Yeah, tell me more.
Well, I use it with my. Hold on, let me scroll to the thing I was looking at in my inventory. The Batty Blaster 9000, the ultimate tool for interstellar justice. Crafted with cutting-edge plasma technology, the Batty Blaster 9000 is your weapon of choice for cosmic combat. From thwarting galactic villains to defending star systems, its sleek design and unparalleled firepower make it a must-have for every space hero. Equip yourself with the Batty Blaster 9000 and conquer your cosmos. Available now at Space Armories and online. Arm up and blast away.
Oh my
I have
god,
2. Here you go,
Chad.
Dirk.
We're back, baby.
Oh, yes, it's a shotgun. That's way cooler.
I'm like suddenly very interested in Chad. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. You've got a really big gun, Chad.
Cool. Thanks for noticing. And I just turn away, totally like ignoring. My stat went to 5 now. I'm the opposite spectrum edge.
Oh, I'm here for it.
At which point, Dirk, you notice that Jules looks scared. She looks completely frightened of Chad in this survival mode.
It's cool. He's with us. Don't worry. Where's Captain Shipbird here? Where's our guy? Where's Abraham?
So the turbo lift races to the top, and it gets to the bridge level, but the doors do not open. At about the same time, you notice the power comes back on. The regular white lights come on. The red emergency lights go off, and Jebediah, you know the exact feeling of when a ship goes into warp speed.
No.
Apparently, the ship is back underway.
Yeah, I know my taint is tickling. That means we're moving through space real quick. Now, I just feel like before we step off this
Do you need
lift,
some itch cream?
maybe later. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I think we need to do a little bit of expectation setting and to sort of get on the same page here, because some of y'all are talking about killing called the shipbird, and I do want to point out that that is my paw. So,
You're right. We do need to be on the same page. I say if they have weapons, they're worth 3 points. No weapons, worth 1.
Okay. Maybe some cooler heads here might help me out. Lila, you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, I don't know exactly what my paw's doing here, but we can't just like kill him, can we?
He called you shitbird.
He
I
did. and
mean, like, you're kind of asking the person here with, like, daddy issues. So, like, maybe not me, but I guess, like, if you don't want to kill him, that's fine, as long as he doesn't shoot first. Like, I'm gonna set my phaser to stun, and, you know, like, we'll just keep it chill.
I'll
You
aim
know,
for the legs.
There, see, look, that's a compromise. We could totally get him, like, new legs. Look at Chad. He's all new parts. Like, I mean, really.
Dirk, Kyle, where do you stand on the issue of murdering my paw?
I mean, it doesn't have to be your paw. I thought you were into it, Chad. I'm gonna apologize. I've done a lot of soul searching in the last 3 minutes, and I'm trying to reinvent myself. So if you're not, do you want to be the one? And I hand him the gas blaster.
I got these with my bandage mittens. There's no way I could operate.
That's
any
right.
kind of firearm at this time.
Well, my theory is blowing stuff up is cool, and if we do it, we're cool. And it seems to be working for Chad right now. So, if you don't want to blow up your dad, you want to help him blow up some other stuff. I thought you wanted to blow up your dad, and that's on me. That was an assumption that I made.
I'm not saying blowing shit up is off the table. I'm just saying maybe we need to calibrate a little bit.
Brad, I have a question. Knowing that we're in warp speed, but our ship was attached to this ship, what's happening to our ship?
As long as the deflector shields were turned on to create the containment so that your ship is within the deflector shields of this ship, jumping to warp speed would not have harmed your ship, and your ship would be basically in tow alongside this one.
And I know that at the moment, or no?
You know that to be true, that's how it works, but you don't know for sure if the person who took the ship into warp drive activated the shields first.
Okay, yeah, I start freaking out, like, I don't care about your stupid father. I need to know if my baby is okay. Can we please get out of this elevator? Thank you.
In the meantime, the medical officer, Lieutenant Commander Jules, is just rolling her eyes as hard as she can. She's just aghast at how ineffective you guys are as officers.
I am like very actively not looking at her, but I pick up on that. And I was like, it's time to act. Boom, and I blow the elevator doors open.
All right, so the doors blast open. Dirk, give me a roll. And I'm going to say, if you succeed, you blast the doors open in a way that doesn't harm anybody.
Would you say I'm prepared with my big gun?
We will call whatever feelings you're having for Jules right now as prepared. It's giving you a boost for sure.
Under good lasers, right? Lasers, not
right.
Lasers.
Yeah, double success on lasers. So the doors blow open, and the bridge is just filled with this steaming smoke. But you are all safe. Like Dirk's shot precisely opened the doors without harming anybody inside the elevator, which is kind of amazing. You might be like checking yourself for wounds, but you're all fine.
Yeah, I look around nodding.
And as you shoot, I yell, "Nova Bang out!" And I just chuck this grenade out, and it said, "The brightest star in tactical space maneuvers." And I toss a grenade through his bullet hole or whatever's going on, or blast it open door.
Oh my god!
All right, so go ahead and roll your lasers.
Oh, whoops, that's an 8. Sorry. Boom. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. So that's the only number you could roll to fail. All right, so the grenade goes off, and Ensign Zara's body flies into the elevator with you. She is badly wounded from a grenade blast.
Well, it was a flashbang. Sorry, I thought I reiterated this. Well, yeah, it still would probably hurt a lot, to be fair. So yeah.
So she's not like badly wounded, but she is burned by this flashbang that landed on her body.
It's
And
worse than Kyle McClanahan's belt buckle. Ew.
Half a point.
but
This is really inconvenient. Oh my god. I just step over her and start walking forward.
so as you step over her, you see a man, an older man in a captain's uniform with his blaster out. You quickly assess the situation and realize he probably just shot Ensign Zara because she went up the turbo lift right before you guys did.
Mm.
And there are 2 other junior officers on the bridge, and they are, one of them is also a Yarnian like you, and they are tied to the weapon station. And the other is a human, and she is tied to the pilot station.
Okay.
And the person with the gun that's not tied down looks like Jedediah a little bit.
Looks a lot like Jedediah, an older version of Jedediah.
And Zara is dead on the ground.
She's not dead. She's badly wounded from both a laser wound and then the flashbang. And Jules, the medical officer, jumps down to start trying to patch her up.
Yeah,
You must be Piss Falcon.
Yeah, so I immediately shoot, like I drop down on one knee and shoot at the older guy with my stun gun because that's what I said I was going to do.
All right. So go ahead and roll with lasers.
Cool.
I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this, y'all.
That's a 4.
And that's laser feelings. So you shoot him precisely in the shoulder that's holding his weapon. He drops his weapon and he falls down behind the captain's chair, kind of taking cover. You hear him gasp and moan. He's clearly wounded, and his laser gun is laying on the deck of the bridge.
I run forward and kick the gun out of his reach, and then I put a foot on his chest and I point the gun at his face.
All right, so you start to run into the room. What is everybody else doing?
I'm looking at Layla, and I'm just like, oh, that's like a little bit of my like original. Whoa, that's sorry. And I'll like point my gun at his legs behind Layla, and just like, nice job.
All right, so you're running in, basically like covering her, right? So you're like right behind her, weapon aimed at the captain.
And I just look at Jedediah, and I just say, "All right, shitbird, talk to Piss Falcon, sort out your issues."
Okay. Wow. I'll walk up toward my father and say, "Look, Pa, if this is about the golf clubs, I still have them. I mean, they're in pawn, but I only need 50 credits to get them out, so they're basically still mine. I mean, they're yours, of course. They're your golf clubs, but I'm just so confused, Pa. Tell me what's going on here."
He kind of, not aggressively, but kind of staggers into a more upright position, holding his wounded shoulder, and his eye kind of shoots sideways, so he knows where his gun is laying on the deck. But he says, "Jedediah, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, I work here. I'm part of this crew. We're on.
What the hell are you talking about golf clubs for?
Why? I just assumed that this was about the golf clubs. See, we were on this ship called the Raptor, and our captain took ill, Captain Darcy, and then there's this guy who like didn't get jokes and stuff, and he told us to come out here, and then we found out that Dirk was actually named Kyle, and he's a novelist. And Chad has got some kind of evil switch inside of him, and there's all, I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, Paul. Really, I'm sorry, I forgot what your original question was.
You don't understand. The consortium has gone soft. This is ridiculous. We've allowed the Yarnians into the consortium? We used to go to war with the Yarnians, and now we've made an alliance with the Kilgore Empire? This is absurd. This has to stop. We have to get the consortium back to its original secure position in the galaxy. And I have a plan, and you, all of you, need to obey my orders. I am a captain, and you need to do exactly what I say right now.
I get really close and I say, you know what else is soft? The fleshy little tendril bits after you pump in a Batty Blaster 9000 through a leg.
Now, you see, y'all, my pa, he's from an older generation, and they're all a little bit racist. I know it was a different time back then. We all know that the Yarnians are fully acceptable. They're valuable members of society. And somebody help me out here.
I lean in really close to your father's face and I go, and it was a Yarnian who just kicked your ass. And then I just walk away to go to release the prisoners because I can't with him.
Look, against my better judgment, I will, for you and your son, I believe that's the relation, correct? I can give you half off to the golf course Cosmic Links, where every swing is a stellar shot. Just putting that on the table there.
You think playing golf is going to solve our problems?
I have no idea.
How long has it been since you hit the links, Pa? You used to love it so much.
That's since you stole my golf clubs, boy.
Oh, all right, that's fair.
So this
He
is
says-
about golf clubs. All right.
He says, now look, if we stay on course, the ship is programmed to attack the Kilgore capital planet. And we have two Yarnians on board. We can blame the Yarnians for the attack on the Kilgores, and we dispose of two of our threats in one fell swoop. Son, this is your opportunity to be a real man. Join me. Let's fix this galaxy together.
Oh my goodness.
Just to prepare for an answer, by the way. Left knee or right knee?
Oh my God, you're so bad, Chad.
All right, as Jebediah is trying to figure out how to respond to his paw, Dirk, what are you doing?
I am slowly sneaking out of the elevator and grabbing his gun on the floor.
All right.
And I'm going to hold it out to Jed. And I'm going to say, how many credits is this worth?
Oh, that's pretty nice. That's a Funkcore 2875 X model with the sight on the side and the fail-safe taser grip. That thing's worth $1,200, $1,250.
Enough to get
If you
those.
sell it or pawn it, because there's a difference sometimes in some places.
Sure. Enough to get those golf clubs back.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Pa, if we got you the golf clubs, would you cease your genocidal intentions? I know that's what it's really about. You don't want to wipe out a whole race of people.
They took my Groupon.
Let's say we get you your golf clubs back. You and me will take that coupon and go out, do a quick 9, maybe full 18, maybe we'll stay the night, get the cart service, get some drinks.
All right, Jebediah, let's roll with feelings and see if you can persuade your dad
my
to not be a homicidal, genocidal murderer.
Golf is better than genocide. That's my character's arc.
That's the theme for this.
I
If
I
we
also like how
survive.
I didn't offer like a full 9 at Cosmic Links. It was just a half off.
Here we go. That is a 1. My number is a 3.
Low, wait. Oh, low's bad for feelings, right?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Lasers down, feelings up.
As you fail your feelings roll here, you're holding the weapon that Dirk just handed you. And you're realizing that your dad might just not get it. And maybe it's time to... What do you think?
Through his Bluetooth speaker that hopefully might be able to be connected to still, I connect to it and whisper to him, Jedediah, the glue. Bind his hands.
All right, so I'm gonna hand the fancy phaser pistol back to Dirk because I don't do killing. But yeah, I'll bind his hands with some of the glue. Say, Pa, I don't know. My friend Dirk Kyle here, he's real good at killing, and we We could have just played golf. Why couldn't you? Golf and genocide. It's an easy choice in my head. But I guess we're gonna have to kill you now to stop me from killing those billions of people on that planet. And I'm afraid I'm gonna have to wash my hands of it, Paul.
All right, so you successfully glue his hands together with this. What was it called?
It is the sorry, I have like a lot of things I've listed in my inventory.
Clearly.
It's
The
sovereign glue.
Star Grip Extreme, the cosmic
Star Grip.
adhesive that defies gravity.
I got a little on my mittens, and now my hands are stuck together.
I use one
All
of
right.
my nails to like claw it apart.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you, Lila.
Oh my god, you're just annoying me, please.
All right. So
By the way, I
Paul,
can maybe to help this situation a little bit more. I still have my downloaded packages to calm them down a little bit. If you'd like, Jedediah.
I'll tell you what, Chad. I will take the binaural beats, and I'm gonna go stand over here, and not listen to y'all kill my pa, because I'd rather not be involved in murdering the man who gave me life. He did call me shitbird a lot, which I'm still not okay with. I kind of took the golf clubs because the last time he called me shitbird, it was like, I shitbird you. I'm gonna go sell y'all's golf clubs. But then I pawned them because I knew I probably gonna get them back. That's really not important to the story, but here I'll take.
I mean, we could just put him in jail, but you're right. It's much better to be definitive about this. Here, let me give you a massage and whisper in your ears.
all right. So as you guys are discussing murdering the glued together captain, the ship says,
Exiting warp drive. Weapons armed. Deflector shields raised. Kilgore capital planet in target.
What has happened with the other two captives? Because I had said that I wanted to go release them.
yeah, they are panicking. They're like getting out of their the ropes that they were tied to the control panels with, and they're quickly trying to figure out how to turn off the AI that has been programmed by the captain to attack the Kilgore Empire capital.
All right, I'm going to run over to the control panel for the ship and see if I can't look at this and analyze it from a pilot's perspective to see if I could at least like redirect the ship.
All right, so you have the other two crew members that you just freed. So go ahead and roll with expertise since they are helping you. So roll 2 dice and see if you can try to bring the ship out of this attack course.
Okay. Ugh.
So that's 1 success and 1 failure. So there's 3 systems online. There's the shields, there's the weapons, and there's the engines. Which one of the 3 do you want to take offline?
I definitely want to take the weapons offline.
All right. So the weapons come offline. So you're still on like attack pursuit course, headed towards the capital planet, and your deflector shields are still up. And that's when the sensors go off, and you realize that there are 2 Kilgore birds of prey headed directly towards you. Attack wings in position. Sensors are beeping and alerting you to know that they have target lock, and they will be in range in a matter of 5, 4.
I rip the headphones off Jedediah's head and I say, Jedediah,
What?
we have to get this shit together. Then now he can hear everything. And I say, we have 2 seconds and we have to get out of this situation immediately. I will not die here. This ship is trash.
Okay. Well, I pull out 1 circuit breaker that I had in my pocket that wasn't infested with blorb. I gotta oscillate the power resonators. Let me at that control panel.
I
I
run
love it
over
when you talk
and-
techie.
I
Sorry,
rip
I'm
the
back. I'm still
control-
in my mode. My bad.
I rip open the control panel and assist Jedediah to the best of my ability.
All right. So at this point, everybody roll feelings because the ship just took 3 blaster hits from the Kilgore attack birds.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll shout out
finally.
as I insert the circuit breaker. Dirk, shoot it. It needs a big blast energy to properly oscillate.
I shoot it,
Okay. There we
but
go.
I rolled poorly.
Well,
All right. So It looks like Dirk is the only one who did not succeed on the feelings check. Am I seeing all that right?
I did not succeed. I was below.
And I'm a 5, so I failed too.
Okay, so everyone fails but Jedediah.
Well, my number's a 3. Was that feelings or was that lasers I was doing?
You're rolling feelings.
All right, then I think I failed. I'm not fully grokking how this.
Yeah, you had a 2 and you needed to be above a 3. So you
Yeah,
failed
gotcha.
as well.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
everybody fails. All right, so everybody's in full panic mode. So nothing is a success at this moment because you're all freaking out and panicking as the ship is taking
I'm freaking out.
blaster fire from the Kilgore vessels. And the ship says,
Deflector shields at 70%.
Is my ship still attached then because the shields are up? Do I know this now?
it is. Yes, your ship is still attached.
Okay. Is it still invisible?
Probably. You
All right,
you would have
cool.
to take time to run a scan to see if you can find it.
Okay, I'm going to be like, oh my god, I will not die on this heaping pile of AI crap. I am abandoning ship, and I say we all go right now.
Okay, I'll take out a key fob and go. All right, ship's unlocked.
We have the most amazing tech for our ship.
All right,
Wonders
so
of sci-fi.
so on that cue, are you guys going to abandon ship? Or are you going to go with the original plan of trying to power down this ship?
I mean, if I can get control of it, I will fly it out of here and I will save us all because obviously that's like what I do. But if that's only if I can get control of it. If not, I'm gonna panic and run. But I would like to roll to see if I would grab Jedediah's father and spare him because as bitchy as I am, I actually like my crew.
And can I try to? Obviously, I need to rejuvenate the power duplicators to try to mess with the weapon systems. Is there a way I can disable the weapon systems?
The
Of
weapon
your ship?
systems are disabled
Oh,
on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the engines and the deflector shields that are still up. So at this point, you're taking fire. So you could correct course and deactivate the engines and get you guys off of this attack course towards the ship.
That was my goal before I started panicking. So should I roll for feelings to see if I can get back into control or roll for fleeing and taking Jedediah's dad with me?
So Lila, why don't you go ahead and roll for feelings and see if you can.
6.
Lila, can you fly this thing?
Brad, can I?
All right, so 6 is a success, right? So you are now focused again. So you can start barking out orders, which will allow Jedediah and Chad to do their plan where they were going to use the circuit breaker and shoot it with the gun in order to overcharge the AI and turn off the attack pursuit system.
Second
Okay.
time's a charm. Pal Dirk, are you ready?
Yeah, Jed, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you something. This is the second time I've ever shot a gun. When I shoot the...
Shit.
Hold on. You need to put some blorp on that. It's not FDA regulated. This will help, trust me. And I throw some blorp onto it.
Incredible.
All right, so Chad and Dirk, give me a lasers roll as you shoot the circuit breaker that has been rigged into the chip.
Got him.
Guns help out problems.
So both of those are a success. The circuit breaker is charged, and this rigged system that Jedediah set up has the potential to overload the AI and turn off the attack pursuit system. Jedediah, give me one last roll to make sure that you set it up correctly.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Oh, no.
My dad.
Sorry, y'all. My head's not in the game today.
All right, so the ship, the bridge system overloads, and the control panels all like start to spark and short out, and you think that maybe you succeeded, and that's when the ship says,
Auxiliary bridge online. Attack pursuit continue.
Oh my god, am I just the only competent person here right now? Can I try to override it now because I'm still not panicking?
Sure. You want to make one more attempt to override it?
Mhm.
All right.
But this
So before you do,
yeah.
the Kilgore attack vessels come in for another strafing run and strike the Phoenix Hawk again. And the computer says,
Deflector shields at 50%.
Great. Is this 1 or 2d6 because I'm doing piloty stuff?
"Go ahead and roll 2d6 because that's your expertise."
Okay.
That's both failures. Oh gosh.
I really don't like the lasers. Oh my god.
At which point the the Kilgore vessels turn and fire their torpedoes at you. The ship is concussed and shakes, and the computer says,
Deflector shields at 30%.
I'm running.
Look, everyone, you all can go off the ship and get out of here. I can pilot it and make it look like it was something non-related to us at all. I'll blame it on Concert corporations, so it won't trace back to you all. I used to think that I was only meant for diffusing situations. Now I can take matters into my own hands and feel like I'm alive for the first time. And the last.
I run up to Chad and I'm like, Chad, we can't do this without you. Oh my god, this is so tragic.
Chad, that's right kindly of you. And I'll take out the circuit breaker and hand it to you and say, now this is important. When at the last possible moment, you need to reinsert the circuit breaker because you have to envenomate the past participle. Do you understand?
Absolutely,
Critical
every single
is
word.
the operation. Okay,
Yes.
here you go, and I'll hand you the circuit breaker.
Chad, I gotta say, you are a really good friend, and I learned a lot from you in the last couple minutes. And do you have any more of that robot milk drink?
Absolutely. And I just finger gun 2 fingers, and again, Capri Sun style, makes its way. And I left a case for it on the ship as well.
You're the best. Bye. And I
You're
started
my best friend in the last 5 minutes as well too. See you later. I'll remember you all fondly. And as if they're running away as the doors are closing and I'm on the ship or whatever, I just want to turn and just say y'all were the best.
Oh my god.
And I have my OG voice.
"All right.
Chad.
So the 3 of you and the other 4 crew members of the Phoenix Hawk are you bringing the captain? Are you bringing Jebediah's dad?"
I assume that they're bringing everybody, and I'm just trying to blame this attack on something else other than Consortium or whatever the case may be.
I blow a
I-
kiss to Chad as the elevator door closes, by the way, so that he knows that I am thinking of him with what little feelings I have.
I'm
All right,
making
so-
a beeline to Jules.
All right, so Jules is in the turbo lift. She's patched up Ensign Zara. The other 2 bridge officers jump in the turbo lift with you, and you're all racing down the turbo lift. So everybody, give me a feelings check to stay focused and get out of here as fast as possible.
Gotcha. On the way, I'm sort of explaining to my dad about how his generation's racism is no longer really acceptable and that we have to look at people in a different way. It's a universal society now.
All right, so everybody succeeds except Jedediah.
Of course.
He's busy giving his dad a lecture and fails his feelings check. So he and his glued hands dad kind of lag behind, and the rest of you jump on the ship on your ship as you hear the computer from the Phoenix Hawk say, "Deflector shields at 10%." So Chad, you are on the bridge and you are quickly trying to do what?
Replicate what Jedediah said. And also inside of the systems itself, I'm trying to, unpassword protected, no firewall up, connect to the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and add any sort of connections that link me back to, because I'm a corporation bot. I'm not consortium bot. So I'm trying to make it seem like this was also just a thing that was like a private company was trying to do themselves and nothing to do with like any of them or, nothing to do with the people here.
All right, so you're just uploading all of your corporation
Yeah, just a bunch of sponsorships.
propaganda, sponsorships, propaganda, everything about the corporation. You're
Yeah.
uploading all of that onto the shipboard computers to make it look like the corporation is responsible and not the government.
Yeah.
All right, so roll with lasers.
Sure.
Come on, Chad.
That's a crit.
That's a crit. Lasers and feelings. Laser feelings. All right, so it works perfectly. You upload all the corporate mumbo jumbo to the system. You follow Jedediah's direction to a T and deactivate the ship's AI. So now it's a prime target to get destroyed by the next volley of attacks.
Yeah.
To ensure that the ship does not attack the Kilgore capital planet. And one last attempt for Jedediah and his dad to get off the ship before it explodes.
Is there anything that I can do to help them? Like, even if it's yelling at them over the intercoms and holding the door just a second longer?
You could certainly do that. And so you roll with lasers to override the door controls.
Okay.
All right, so you succeed. She's holding the door for you, Jedediah. Can you go ahead and roll 2 dice to get you and your dad off the ship?
So like, now, Dad, you see, all beings have value.
You hear me over the intercom go, shut up and run.
He needs to learn this.
Oh my God, he's just an old racist. Get your ass on the ship.
All right, so that is 1 success and 1 failure. So does Jedediah or Abraham get off the ship? Which one of you survives?
Oh my God, Jedediah, if you do not get on this ship right now, I swear to God, I will crash this thing into the ground.
She'll do it. She's crazy.
Oh shit. Sorry, Pa. Wish you the best of luck. But see, this Lila's yelling at me, and she's awful mean. And when she gets to yelling at me, I just don't know what to do with myself, and I'm afraid that she might hurt people. So I'm real sorry about that. Thanks for the golf clubs. I'll see you later.
The door is shut. The door is shut, leaving Abraham on the ship. All right, Dirk, you are racing towards the bridge of the Raptor because you know that you need to get your deflector shields up before the Phoenix Hawk explodes. So roll with lasers to see if you can successfully get the ship out of here, or at least get the deflector shields up long enough to protect you from the explosion.
1 die.
1 die.
Hooah.
Oh no.
No.
All right, so the Raptor is badly damaged as the Phoenix Hawk just erupts in this huge, massive explosion. And now the Raptor is hurling, into deep space, badly damaged.
Ugh, okay. Knowing this, when Jedediah is the person that gets in across the gangplank thing, whatever, and he actually gets on the ship, I quickly grab him and embrace him, and I'm like, I'm glad it was you. Now get your ass over there and fix this ship. I'm gonna go fly.
All right. I'm looking at
And then I run to the bridge to pilot this biatch.
All right, so both of you roll with lasers to see if you get out of here before the cloaking device fails.
All right, I'm looking at the monitor going, come on, Chad, envenomate that past participle.
I got a crit and a success, so come on.
All right.
I got a 6. I don't know. It looks cocked on the screen.
It looks cocked on the
Weird.
screen.
This is a 6 here.
All right.
But you're doing
So-
you're doing your engineering stuff, right? Isn't that 2 dice? Is it, no?
Yeah, you should be rolling with expertise because this is your engineering specialty.
All right, here's one more.
Come on, save the day.
That's 2.
Yeah.
All right, so the cloaking device holds, the engines engage, and Lila pilots the ship successfully, still under cloak, so no one knows that you were here. And you see in the view screen of the bridge the fragments of the Phoenix Hawk, drifting into space as the Kilgore attack vessels circle around the debris. And you have lived to see another day.
Man, I bet there was so much copper wiring in the walls of that thing. It's just going to go to waste.
Since I got my last roll, it was a feelings laser crit or whatever. Could I do one thing that I sent a Bluetooth or an email or something, a recorded thing to Kyle/Dirk? That's just like sending a message to Kyle/Dirk. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is you want to be called anymore, but could you could you make me like a cool sidekick nickname in your novel? That'd be freaking up.
That's awesome. And on that note, we have successfully run Lasers and Feelings.
We did it! We're bad at our job.
The ones that mattered survived.
You made the ultimate sacrifice, Chad. You were the Chad we needed, not the Chad we deserved.
Mhm.
Yes.
The Ballad of Chad GPT.
Aw,
Can we do some
Awesome, guys. That
epilogues?
was a blast.
that was really
Yeah,
cool.
let's do some epilogues.
Okay, go Jedediah. Tell
Oh,
us about
okay.
your feelings.
So I think after spending a couple days mourning my paw, next time I get my next paycheck, I'm gonna go back to Blanthos 4 and get the golf clubs out of pawn, and then I'm gonna take a short trip over to Blanthos 7 and play 18 holes in memory of my paw.
Half off.
Definitely, I'm gonna use that coupon.
All right, Dirk.
I stopped going by Dirk and realized that lasers are not always the answer to everything. And I stopped trying to reinvent myself and go back to find myself. For a minute, I think that means getting back together with Julie, but that never works out and it never did. But I get like a little cabin in the woods when I retire and I write the ballad of Chad GPT.
Nice. And Lila?
I end up racing. I end up leaving to race on the side, and I name my ship after it. It's called the Dirk GPT in honor of our two bravest party members. And when I race, my racer name is Jedalila. So just bringing everybody together. And I totally have a thing for androids now, and I look for the next Chat GPT because I realized that I don't like people or feelings, but I secretly love this little band of idiots, and we need another Chad.
It's
All right.
canon that there are more chats.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was
it
going to
is.
say, if you want to call it his consciousness, but he gets re-uploaded back to the server where there's an AI afterlife that they created for themselves, where him and like hundreds of other Chads are like, "Oh, hey, Chad. Oh, what's up, Chad?" And they're just like having a good time, just like hamming each other up. And they start working together to make version 5 of ChatGPT to send an email through the internet towards whoever his compatriots emails to like have them be the next one to create the next Chad GPT version 5.
And Jed gets a new Bluetooth speaker, and every once in a while it glitches, and I hear binaural beats coming through.
And when you're playing your golf, Jedediah, you see like a ship that makes like a little like symbol in the sky for you that only you would understand, and it's me like flying by and being like, "What's up?" But also, you're a total idiot. Okay.
Oh, that was awesome. I'm loving these one-page one-shots. These are great.
This is really fun. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for putting up with my most obnoxious voice ever.
That was so good. I was holding back, trying to crack up so many times. You did the like perfect like passive aggressive ending to sentences that you're like, "Thanks," you know, that kind of thing. That was so good.
Thank you. I appreciate
All right,
it.
Brad,
I don't
should I
know
hit
where it
the
comes
button?
from.
Yes, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time from the One Page One Shot Club.
Woo.